Welcome, Pisces, to your July 2017 reading. I'm so happy we could come together again. I want to welcome everyone, and a special welcome to anyone who is new to the channel. If you felt guided to click on this video for whatever the reason, just know that was your intuition, your guides pulling you to the channel. So chances are there's a message here for you, even if this is not your sign. Okay. Piece of advice that I recommend to really have clarity during a general reading is to, before the reading begins, is to try to clear your mind and to do a little bit of deep breathing, like 3 breaths in and exhale slowly. This helps your energy flow get moving and kind of ignite your intuition. And I tell you this because it's hard to know if a certain message is for you or not. But at the same breath, I say that, you be careful that you don't take a message and try to make it fit you. Like if, I see someone breaking up in the reading and you're very happy in your relationship. Don't assume that that's you, okay? So just claim the messages that belong to you and leave the rest. The readings this month, although my intention was to make them short, which is my intention every month, kind of, just more because I have a lot on my plate. However, Spirit has decided to make these the longest messages so far. I think the longest since I've been on YouTube. I just did Aquarius, and theirs was 2 hours. 2 hours. But I have to tell you, it was 2 hours, but it felt like 10 minutes to me. And that's one of the reasons why my readings go long. I mean, long. I don't think they're long, so to speak. I don't know. I mean, when I'm seeking out a reading, to me, the longer the better. But I do understand that people don't have a lot of time. So I do recommend that when you come across my reading or someone else's who, maybe is heading towards the hour or longer, wait till you have time to sit down and watch the whole reading. Because what I'm finding this month is that there are so many spiritual messages coming through. And I am not going to shut them down. I'm just not going to do it. So if you do not like a long reading, click me off right now, okay? Just click me off. And I'm not insulted by it, you know? I want you to do what you want to do, but, I just have a feeling with as many, it's everyone's reading. Everyone's reading is super long this month, but packed full of spiritual messages. So, set your intentions at the beginning of this reading. If you don't have the time to watch the whole reading, I would recommend waiting. Watch it when you do have time. Because I think the flow is also important in a reading. And that's why I don't put ads in any of my readings. Honestly, I don't even have a clue, but I know that YouTube does pay you to put ads in your readings, and that's why you'll see some people have like 10 ads. Come on. To me, that interrupts the flow. And I feel like the flow is everything. Okay? Okay, enough preaching. Sorry. But I'm just trying to prepare you. I have no clue. Your message could be a half an hour. And that may be it, but I doubt it. Okay, so we're going to get started. Anyone interested in a personal reading, I put all the information in the box below. Everything. Wow. Okay, so I have some fireworks going on outside. It is the 4th of July, and I should be outside. But I am going to go watch the fireworks later on. So happy 4th of July to everyone in the States. And I am going to go later on, but I have such an urge to do these readings, so we're going to get started. Okay? Okay. Awakening. Major Arcana. That's the Hangman. 8 of Fire. 4 of Air. The Tower. Major Arcana. Don't be afraid. The Hermit. Wow. This Hermit's made its appearance in a few readings. The Moon. I kind of love the Hermit and the Moon next to each other. In the bottom, we have the 5 of Earth. So this is the underlying energy, okay? The 5 of Earth is really, sometimes it's the fear of money. Sometimes it's the fear of losing money. Sometimes it's the fear that we can't handle the money we have. And this is definitely an energy we have to be careful of. Because we don't want to put that into the universe. And many times there is a fear that surrounds money. I don't feel like this is fear surrounding money because of someone else. I feel like this is like maybe an internal fear that you have, maybe a subconscious fear you have, but nonetheless, it is affecting you in some way. Now, it could also be a card about possible unemployment, or if you own your own business right now, you may have fear surrounding that. But the main message about this energy is having the wisdom to accept help when you need help. So it's almost like that energy of, someone knows that you are lacking funds for whatever the reason. So someone offers money, a loan, let's say, or a gift. Spirit tells me all the time, you don't refuse it, unless there's strings attached to it, of course. But if someone's offering from the kindness of their heart, we are supposed to receive with a nice thank you. So this may be some of you having a little bit of money problems, and there may be help out there, but could be your pride. There's a million reasons why we would say no, but most of the time we want to say yes. So I feel like this is telling you, say yes, unless there are strings attached. Let me bring this down a little bit. All right, so we're going to add love into the mix. Love. So the Hermit's going to be your central energy. My beautiful Pisces. And it's funny because, you're represented by the moon. And the moon is right next to major arcana. Matter of fact, 1, 2, 3. All major arcanas in this row. And awakening down here, major arcana. Wow. Okay, so we have some perhaps major life changes taking effect. So we'll see. Okay. Heart-to-heart conversations. The bottom, it says, honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Give this relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Past life relationship. You have known each other before. Hello. Hi, Pisces. I just love this card. I just love it. So much passion. Oh, beautiful. So the bottom of this deck, we have worth waiting for. I love this card. This is probably my very favorite card when it comes to messages. Because this tells us that the divine is working in your love life right now. The divine is working in and for your love life as we speak. So this is about being guided here. Okay? Definitely being guided. Stay optimistic about your love life. Okay, so like the other readings, I have brought out a new deck for August. August, holy shit. Is it August? Did I miss July? For July. This is the Crystal Vision deck, and I do not know who it's by. I apologize. I don't keep my boxes out, so I don't know. I'm sorry. And this is the Romance Angel Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue, and the Angel Tarot cards also by Doreen Virtue and a partner. I'm so bad at them, huh? Boy, I think if, my goal is to create my own deck. And I have begun. I've begun on the artwork. And some of the messages. And I just know someone was using my deck and they're like, oh, I can't remember the girl's name. I would be that happy. So I apologize. Doreen, whoever your collaborator is. And you don't even have to send me a message because I know I forget all the time. And you guys will send me a message of who it is, and I appreciate it, but then I just forget again. Okay, so this month what we're doing is we're taking the Crystal Vision Tarot, and we're going to put a card on each one, and then pull a clarifier, okay? Queen of Wands on the heart-to-heart conversations. Now, there's a lot of these cards I haven't even seen yet. Well, I mean, I looked at them, but I haven't had the chance to really delve into them. So, if you see me getting lost in the image, there's a message. Look at that. The Page of Wands. Temperance. Balance. Wow. On past life relationship. That makes sense. King of Pentacles has shown up in every single reading except for Aquarius. And I feel like he has shown up next to the Hermit in the majority of them. Wow. Judgment. Major Arcana. The High Priestess. Major Arcana. Five of Wands, Six of Swords, Six of Wands. Beautiful. It's victory. So that's good. That's good as the last card, victory. Okay, let's get started. So we have heart-to-heart conversations. And this is a message about having conversations with those that we love. Or, I mean, you don't even have to be at the point of love. But this is definitely romance, okay? Because this is the romance angel deck. So this isn't so much about family and more about romance. And this is about being open and being honest. Sometimes I feel like no matter what, coming from a place of honesty, starting from a place of honesty. I also feel this is about being you, being your unique self. And just be careful. I feel like if you, when this card comes up, I feel like, because again, we're talking about romance. I feel like we have to learn to be ourselves right from the beginning. And if someone doesn't like something about us, well, I'd rather know in the beginning, right? It just reminds me of, when I go out, not when I go out, but like if I go to the grocery store now, I don't put makeup on. I just don't, because I hate the feeling of makeup on my face. And it's funny because my daughter is the complete opposite. She knows everything there is to know about makeup and hairstyles, and I guess I'm kind of a tomboy. Though I will get dressed up if I'm going out. But that's what I kind of feel like. That's the feeling I have. I made the choice of not putting makeup on to go to the grocery store, or, I don't know. It's just like I made that choice, and I'm not in a relationship. Because in my head, I thought, well, if they don't like the way I look without makeup, then it'll never work. Because if this goes further, if we're in an actual relationship, I cannot wear makeup every day. I can't do it. I just can't. So if this man, again, would say, well, hey babe, you look good with some mascara on, I would have to say goodbye. But I'm being my true, authentic self here. And this is what this is saying. Like, if someone doesn't accept you for that, well, find out in the beginning. Don't wait a year down the road. Because sometimes in relationships, the real person doesn't come out for approximately a year. I don't want to wait a year. We have the Queen of Wands on top of that. And she is a queen of action. She's a queen of action, but she has control. I feel like the Queen of Wands is someone who can be very focused. She goes after what she wants in life. So she's not someone who sits back. Like the Queen of Pentacles might sit back for a little while, analyze it, break it apart, do a list, where the Queen of Wands is about getting in there You know, hey, you caught my eye. So the Queen of Wands would have no problem going up to this person and say, you know, you caught my eye. Do you want to have a cup of coffee? Or, you know, maybe you're in a coffee shop and you see someone reading a book that you've read before. Well, hello. Perhaps that book is placed there as a divine bridge for the two of you. So take that opportunity and just, you know, all you have to say is, oh, wow, you're reading that book. I read that book. I loved it. What do you think? Next thing you know, you're sitting at the table having coffee with a complete stranger who could turn out to be your next husband or wife. So sometimes Spirit sends us bridges like that, tiny little bridges between us and this person who is meant to come into our life. So she's a woman of action, okay? A woman of action. And she's confident. For some of you, this could be someone you're involved with, of course. You know, male or female. And she would be a fire sign. So that would be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Feels a little bit more like Leo here. Tower. You know, perhaps you were involved with this person. And perhaps this is exactly why you have this message about honesty. You know, when I say honesty, it's not that you're lying or that they're lying. I feel it's more coming from a place of insecurity. So it can be, you know, wearing a false mask, but you're wearing it to cover up your own insecurities, that type of thing. But again, here's the Tower. So I feel Pisces, I feel some of you did split with this person. Now, I feel like someone may have cut off communication too. It's funny, we have this card about communication. Yet, what I'm seeing here is it does feel like someone could have cut off communication completely. You know, 1 minute you're dating, you think, and the next moment you hear nothing, or vice versa. And for some of you, I feel like this Tower came down because the communication coming in wasn't trustworthy. And you felt it. You felt it within your intuition. Good for you. I don't really see a coming around of this relationship again, to be honest. It's not that this person can't contact you again or won't. They may. But with the Queen of Wands here, you know, I don't feel like this energy is accepted any longer. Now, for some of you, you may be going through this exact situation, and perhaps the Tower has not come down yet. Now, remember, the Tower is usually the universe stepping in for us, ending something that is not serving our highest good. is not creating happiness and joy for us. But Spirit tells me all the time that we tend to stay within negative energy so much longer than we're meant to. You know, we're meant to meet this person. There's a lesson, you know. We're teaching them or they're teaching us always. You know, this is what Earth is all about. It's a large classroom. And we are here for soul lessons. So don't look at people of the past and be like, well, that was a complete accident. Or, you know, even if it's a free will decision, at that point, you know, at that point, the divine still has your back. It's not like divine says, okay, no, you know, Kathy, you know, she didn't listen to us. She didn't listen to us, so she chose this person when we're clearly giving her signs to go right. So we're all walking away from her. No. You're loved unconditionally. Unconditionally. And you are human. We're all human. And we are born imperfect. We're meant to be. So, you know, it's our challenges. It's life. It's the journey of life. But sometimes we can bring the tower down. And sometimes we do through our subconscious mind. You know, we start acting out or we start doing things that sometimes we don't know we're doing that pushes someone away for good. And then we go, what the hell did we just do? But that's where divine's work at its best. So understand that, okay? Sometimes, like, relationships are not always meant to last forever. How could that be? How could it be? How do you learn to love if you haven't lost in love before? How do you know what you want if you've never experienced what you don't want? Okay, let's move on. I think I'm going to go this direction. I don't know why. Here we are. We have the tower again. This time the tower's on the King of Pentacles. This one, I think, involves love. So I feel like it evolved to the place of love. Where this one, I don't even really feel that it got to that point. You may have felt like you were in love, but I feel like at the same time, you know, I just don't feel like it was love. Here I feel like there was love. Definitely romantic love. Look at that, the Empress. Okay, let me tune in here. I'm going to figure out why this tower is coming down. All right, I feel like Pisces, I feel like there's someone out there who lost a baby, had a miscarriage. And I am so sorry. If you're pregnant now, by the way, this, you know, the miscarriage has already happened. So don't worry about that, okay? Um, I feel like this earth sign was your partner. Or is your partner. Because I definitely feel this is you as the Empress here. So the King of Pentacles, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. That's a strange order I just put them in. Okay, so I definitely feel that energy where someone had a miscarriage. And again, I don't feel like it just happened. Though, this is what I'm feeling. I'm feeling there was a miscarriage, and because of this miscarriage and because of the emotions with this miscarriage, okay, I have to add to that because I feel like it's also talking about same players, but I feel it's also talking about for just a few of you. I feel like this is you wanting to have a baby. And this person is not. This clearly, I'm talking to the females right now. I shouldn't say that. Because you could certainly be, two guys in love and you want to start a family. But it feels like one partner, I feel like this one partner told you they wanted to have kids, but now it's like now you want to have kids and they don't. I almost know what the next card's going to be. Magician. Look at that. You are ready. You're ready. You are ready. Well, I do feel like for some of you, this is going to break you up. Pisces women, I'm talking to you right now. I do feel like you, I don't know. I feel like your dream is to have a baby, and this earth sign told you, maybe they didn't say it in words of like, oh, it's my dream also. But there was an agreement, like, at least a good enough agreement where you agree to get into a relationship with this person, thinking that you're going to be starting a family. And for some of you, I do feel like you are walking away. You are walking away. But in the same breath, I want you to know, I feel like you're walking away but you're being protected. Wow. Well, you might be walking away pregnant. You might be pregnant right now. And you may not know it. Or you just found out. So unfortunately, this next part of the journey is you alone. And remember, this is for a small group. And by the way, you'll know if you're in this energy, right? So you would already know this earth sign at this point told you they wanted kids and now they don't. So if that part does not fit you, then the message is not for you. Nonetheless, I feel like I feel like the Magician is telling you, you'll be okay. Like, you're ready for this. You're ready for this challenge, even if it means you're doing it on your own. So perhaps this is you bringing the tower down on this relationship. Because it's almost like they left you no choice. They left you no choice. I want to tell a couple of you, go on, get a pregnancy test. I have to add that I feel that you really, really want this baby. To the point where I feel like you don't even care if it's alone. You know, if you're raising this baby alone, you really want this baby. On the other side of that, because the Empress is here, if you're someone who does not want to get pregnant right now, I would suggest protecting yourself. Protect yourself. And I do feel like for some of you, like, this is a miracle. This feels like a miracle for you. And it very well may be. Go get some pregnancy test. Okay, let's go below it. We have Awakening. Again, it's the Hangman with the Five of Wands. With the energy there. You know, this is a card where nobody wins. Nobody wins, so it's like someone has to be the bigger man here. Somebody has to stand up and walk away from this energy. And perhaps that's what you're thinking as you're in the Hangman mode. You know, we go into Hangman mode, we're seeking wisdom. But I feel like we're seeking wisdom for our daily life versus divine, versus self-discovery within. Hope that made sense. This is, you know, this kind of situation. I just found out I'm pregnant. And my King of Earth has turned his back on me, so to speak. I have to figure out my next step. So you put yourself in Hangman mode for a little while. For some of you, this is drama that's surrounding you. But listen, I think you're involved in it. You may not have created the drama, but you are definitely putting yourself in it. For some of you, I just have to say, be careful if you have young children. Because I feel that these children will mirror what you're doing. They see you fighting. They hear you. And for anyone who grew up in a home where there was a lot of fighting and arguing as a child, you know that energy. I know that energy. And sometimes, you know, I feel like this is like telling you, sometimes as parents, we don't even see our little ones around. But they're there. And they're soaking it in. And they will be a mirror image of you when they're older and in a relationship. So please take that into account. Because I feel with the Five of Wands, it's ridiculous kind of energy. It's that kind of energy we always regret. Because there is no winner here. The winner is the one who walks away. See what the hell you're fighting about. Look at the illumination off that card. Okay, well, I feel like this is you, Pisces, this is you wanting to leave. You are wanting to leave that. You're wanting to leave that type of relationship behind. And you do. You know, this kind of reminds me of the Hangman, in a way. Because she's looking out at her future. And she's optimistic about her future now. Two completely different energies. So she's optimistic about her future. So clearly, she or he is the one who walked away from this. You know, here the wands are standing. Okay, I feel there, for some of you, another message here is that you have the chance to change this energy. Yeah, it's like, for some of you, I'm just noticing how it's the same background, but I feel like they're facing like inward to the city and she's looking the opposite way. It's almost like wanting to move out of the city and into the country kind of thing. All right, so I feel like for some of you who are in this energy again, I feel a lot of this fighting is due to finances or the lack of. Well, fear, finances. That's what it feels like. It's financial. It's a financial issue. And this financial problem has, you know, when you try to talk about it or even when you're arguing about it, it's like you're at the point where you guys are, you're not even just talking about finances anymore. You're just, you know, you're just slamming each other. And it's because both parties are super stressed over money or lack of. Well, I feel like the creative solution here, because I do feel like there's a solution, is for one of you. It feels like one of you have an artistic streak. You know, like building things with your hands, creating things, refurbishing things. For some of you, you are terrific gardeners. You know, I feel some of you are terrific chefs. Because I see you in your garden, like picking herbs. You're like cutting off some rosemary to use it in tonight's dinner. I feel like what Spirit's saying is this energy, you can bring this back to where it was. And the creative solution is making some extra money, which I feel like in the long run may become something that you just love. There's always a solution, always a solution. You know, and this could be you too, again, going into hangman mode. Okay, what talents do I have? How can I take the talents I have and make them into a business? How do I begin? There is love here. There still is love here. And I feel like the answer to that question comes through your partner. Talking it over with your partner. It's almost like you're opening up this new avenue through your idea, and it kind of feels like a lifesaver. Your God-given talents. Use them. That's what I hear. Use them. If you don't know what they are, try everything. Like really, dabble in a little bit of everything till you find what you're drawn to. Because I feel peace and happiness with that. Okay, let's go up to this next one. Well, you know, this is probably continued from here. Give this relationship a chance. You know, work on that partnership. And we have the Page of Wands, which is kind of funny because down here we had the 3 and the 5 of Wands. And now we have the Page. And this is about working on this relationship. You know, this could be you bringing that idea to your partner. Because a page brings us a message. It's delivering something to us. And I feel like, I do feel like this is continuing from here. And it's you bringing that creative solution. Look at that. Action, action, action. Here's the solution. And now we got to put action into it. I'm going to take one more in that. Wow. So we went from this energy of getting ready to break up, getting ready to walk away, giving up on each other. Spirit says there's a creative solution, always. So I don't know if they put it in my heart to put it into your heart, to then turn around and put it in your partner's heart. But that's what I feel like. It's traveling. And you're delivering that message. I have a great idea, honey. Now, maybe they have, if you can't figure out what your, you know, your God-given gifts are, maybe they know, or maybe you know with them, and you are saying to them, you remember how much you used to love to restore cars, or, I guess that would take quite a bit of money up front. Well, it's weird because, listen, I'm not, I'm certainly not a big car lover. I mean, I enjoy a nice car like the next, but that's about as far as I go. I don't know that much more. But I feel like for some reason I want to say to you, like a barn find. Like you find a car in a barn. Not your barn. And, okay, this is strange. Well, maybe not for you, but for me. So, because I feel like you're finding this car in a barn. And to me, it looks like an old, kind of rusty, dirty car. But yet I'm hearing that's where its value is at. It's like the patina, which is weird to me because I would think, because it looks like rust, but, and maybe this is the reselling of that car. I think they're saying a barn find, and that the patina, the rust is the patina, like the way you find it is what people look for. I don't know. And it's a good way to make some quick money. Well, I mean, I have about a million things coming to my mind, so I'm going to let that go because, the bottom line is the message is there's a million different solutions to this. And it does start within. It does start with somebody's creativity. But look at this. So we started with giving this relationship a chance, needing to work on this partnership. And look at that. It brings you back to that Ten of Cups. It brings you back to a peaceful home. Love again. There's always a creative solution. When you're lacking money, don't, okay. Don't close your mind off to any way of doing it, because then I just heard eBay. Selling things on eBay. And by the way, I don't feel like this is just for this couple here. I feel like this is talking to all of you, because this is for everybody here. And I feel like Spirit's saying we all can take our creativity and do tremendous things with it. Okay, let's move on. So we have the Hermit, and the Hermit does represent Virgo. And we have Judgment on top of that, Major Arcana. So 2 Major Arcanas. So Hermit, going into Hermit mode is going into a mode of self-discovery. It's when we're looking for the truth. We are trying to reach our higher selves, and come from that place more often. For some of you, it's kind of like being forced to go in this mode, because we do have, let's look at it this way. So far, we've had some pretty tough situations, but each one of them has a positive outcome. You know, the Two of Wands on that, I feel like some of you are going into hermit mode, and it's like this is what you're seeking. You're seeking conversation with your angels. You're asking them to reveal your path a little bit clearer, help illuminate it a little bit more. You know, sometimes we feel a little lost when we go into hermit mode. You know, it's funny because sometimes it's like we have to be down or hurt or sad or mad before we go into self-discovery. Not always. I feel like you're able to connect with your angels, Pisces. Your spirit guides. What do I have? Okay. I almost feel like through meditation, you could truly connect now. Because this is right in the middle. I feel like even if you, it's almost like if you did not trust your intuition before, I feel like if you give yourself some quiet time and just let your mind be at rest and just keep your thoughts on your breathing, I feel like spirit is going to come through with signs, messages, to let you know that whatever decisions you've had to make, it lets you know you're on the right path or not. But here, I feel like you are, especially with judgment here. You know, I feel like this is about you understanding, or not even understanding, but maybe it's a new understanding of these challenges and how many times we want to walk away from, and sometimes we do need to walk away. But I feel like you're starting to learn like how each one has made you stronger. And there's a blessing in that. So it's almost like having gratitude for that. Take one more. Four Swords. I feel like another message. I do feel like there are... Okay. I do feel like some of you are missing a Virgo or an Earth sign. Of the past. I feel like this Earth sign walked away. He did walk away. But even though he walked away, it's like you're still on his mind. Or, you know. I feel like there can be a rebirth here. Well, Four of Wands. Yeah. Many call that the marriage card. It's almost like manifestation at its best again. Bringing this person back. And listen, it's not always us trying to manifest someone into our lives. Sometimes people are manifesting you. They want to manifest you. So if you get like this strange, overwhelming energy to, I don't know, because I feel like, again, I have to remember, this is for everyone. Because what I feel like is you will be, or they, it's almost like being guided to a place. It's like happenstance, you know, like, it's like the divine is going to make sure that you're both at the same place at the same time. What seems like a coincidence is not a coincidence. Remember that. Because I feel like if you, well, I know there's many of you who are going to feel pulled to do something different than your normal everyday. Now, that can mean anything. Something as simply as you usually get your coffee at Dunkin' Donuts and you notice, well, you know, there's a Starbucks across the street. But I always go to Dunkin' Donuts because it's $2 cheaper. Always. But for some reason, you're pulled to go to Starbucks that day. And there's this person. It's funny because I have the image now. I'm at a grocery store, and normally I buy my meat, in the packages. I don't go up to the butcher. But I feel like there's someone out there where you're going to feel like going up to the butcher. Now, I don't know if the butcher is this person or if this person is going to end up at that same counter. This is the way it's going down, though, guys. You're being guided back to each other. You're coming back together. Because it's the Hermit, I am definitely going to say this is Earth. If not Virgo, it's definitely an Earth sign. It doesn't have to be sun, moon, or rising, but I don't feel like it's something that's hidden too deep within their chart. Keep your intuition sharp. Very sharp this month. Okay, let's go right below it. So we have the Eight of Fire with the Six of Swords. So the Eight of Fire is, you know, it's a lot of things happening at one time. It's what was moving so slow, all of a sudden starts speeding up. Whatever delays there were, they're now ended. I was just looking because I don't have many of where the back is towards me, where we're walking away, walking away. Okay, for some of you, I feel like I feel like you have a threat of losing your home. Now, I said a threat. Because again, I feel that even here, and I do feel like someone, it's like that feeling of losing my dream home, losing the home where there's so many memories. And I do feel like it's a financial reason. Not being able to pay the mortgage or the taxes, something. But I do feel like someone's going to come in and help you with that. Like make an offer. It could be a banker. This could be the opportunity to like refinance. Looking at programs that are available. And honestly, I don't know what's available, but again, it's creative solutions. So I feel like even here, it's like get creative, get very, very creative, and then move on it. Don't spend time thinking about it. Move on it. Research it, and then action. This is how you save this home. There is a possibility of saving this home. And again, it's like, it could certainly be talking to a family member and asking for a loan. But I feel like it's even more creative, like more creative than that. I almost feel like there's programs out there that can help you. And it may be more than one program. But let's see. Let me take one more card on this. Two Pentacles. Well, I just have to say, this is not the card of giving and receiving, but that's what I'm feeling here. I'm feeling that you need to do the research, that you need to ask. Don't accept where you're at right now at this point. It's like give it everything you have first. Because, again, I feel like there's a real chance of saving this place. Don't let your pride stop you, okay? Because I feel like someone's going to come along through your research and say, Yes, we have the perfect program for you. Okay. Past life relationship. Temperance. Kind of beautiful together. Because temperance is about perfect timing. Temperance is about having balance within our emotions. So for some of you, you're dealing with, well, I shouldn't say you're dealing with, because this energy may not have even come in yet. Because this is about waiting for the perfect time, divine time, divine time. Wow. Can I just tell you, I feel like there's a few of you who have been feeling like a twin flame energy. I don't feel like this person has come in yet. I don't feel like you've met him yet. But I feel like the energy has been there. I feel like for some of you, you know the universe has been inching you closer and closer. What's that? It's not, it's very seldom that I get all these positive cards on top of past life relationship. It's usually a little bit more difficult than that. But it's just a very simple message here. This is about waiting for divine timing. And so you do. And here's the beginning, right? Here's the beginning. This is action in the beginning. And here's the celebration. And I feel like I want to take one more card. Damn it, I shouldn't have taken another card. 10 of Wands. Well, I mean, actually, let's look at it this way. Perhaps this is the energy you've been feeling, overstressed, overburdened, thinking about love. Where is love? Why can't it come to me? Like all those kind of feelings. That comes to an end. Hmm. So weird. It's almost like I'm seeing this person like riding this horse from another life into this life. And it's like they're exhausted. The horse is exhausted. But that's, for some reason, that's what I'm seeing. Like I'm entering a new plane, which is this world, this life. But I'm coming from another life. I almost feel like it's this person who has not given up on you. They have not given up on you. Now, I know some of you are going to say, well, could I already know them? Of course. That possibility is always there. But at this moment, I'm feeling, I suppose for the ones that I'm talking about. Now, anybody could be feeling this energy. Because this is the base card, right? So anybody could be feeling that energy. Well, and you have the moon right below it. And that's your card, Pisces. But I'll be damned. I feel like this person has rode this horse from the last life into this life. I gotta get one more. I gotta. Look at that. Page of Pentacles. I feel like I'm back in the 70s. It's weird. I do. I feel like I'm back in the 70s and I'm just sitting there playing guitar. It's weird. I wonder why it's taking me back there. Huh. Okay. So, I know the question will be, like I just said, are you sure that we haven't met in this lifetime? And I feel like why I'm being taken back is there's someone that I met while I was doing just what I said. And I was on vacation with a friend, and I met someone. And it was crazy. The energy was crazy. Yet I had to go back to Pennsylvania, and I think he was in Illinois. And I've never seen him again. So for some of you, it can be something like that, like this occurrence. I just don't know what. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of that spirit would take me back. Because it's funny, because when I look at him, it reminds me of the guy that I met back then. Long, dark hair. Dark skin, I'm taking one more. Ten of Swords with the Ten of Wands. But yet the Ace kind of trumps them all. What is going on here with this past love? He almost looks like the hero, even though the horse is exhausted. He's got his bow and arrow out, right? He doesn't look like he's in defensive mode. But here you are. And it's almost like this is where he finds you. But there's still some traveling to do. All right, I'm going to move on because I have a feeling that this message is going to continue with the moon right below it and the High Priestess. And I have to say, oftentimes in the moon card, I feel the High Priestess. The moon on its basis is about, psychic downloads, spirit working behind the scenes for you. But also the energy of needing to release fear regarding whatever, whatever. Okay. I have to say, what I'm feeling, Pisces, is I'm feeling that for some of you, this is you with the High Priestess here. Also feeling the energy of this twin. And And I feel like the High Priestess is like giving you notice that this love is coming in soon. It's about releasing fears too, releasing any fear that may hold you back. And when a twin flame energy comes in, it is electrifying. It's crazy. And it can be read the wrong way. It can be scary. You know what I mean? Because that's how intense it is. I mean, I have not met my twin flame, but this is what I'm told. Four Cups. The Four Cups is that energy of being so focused on the things that we've lost, the people, the love that we've lost. But yet there's this big cup right here. And normally you see, the hand of God, I don't know, bringing this cup in, this offer. Her eyes are closed. She can't see this love. But yet with the High Priestess here, it's almost like I want to tell you, be careful. Be careful that you're not living your life from an imaginary state, how do I say, like an alternative universe, like being able to put yourself in that mode of, listen, it's like astral traveling. I don't know. And it's good, but you can't live this life from that place. You need to face this life. But nonetheless, I feel like it does feel, it feels so divine. That's why I'm not really sure where the fear is coming from. I mean, it does feel so divinely guided to me. The Fool. Beautiful. I love that. She's wide awake now, isn't she? She's wide awake now. So what happened from here to here, other than perhaps divine messages being revealed to you? Perhaps this is when this twin enters. And this allows you to be the Fool. Just start over. This is a new chapter. This is a new chapter. I mean, this is a new chapter, Pisces. Completely. 100%. In every way. And, I have this Ten of Cups here, too. Next to person from the past life. Now, I know people are going to ask me, well, could it be someone from this lifetime? It could be. Yes. But I want you to know, in this deck, there is a card for someone returning from the past and past life. Okay? So they are different energies. Different energies. To me, it feels more about the person now arriving. Look at that. Nine of Pentacles. Well, you're embarking on quite the journey. Quite the journey. I don't even want to put a sign on this because it just wouldn't even make sense, to be honest. Because I don't feel like this person has come in yet in your life. If they have, I feel like it was a very short amount of time you spent together. And then I feel like that was it. Like there was no communication, but perhaps the idea of them has been within you. But this is starting brand new. Okay, let's go below, see if it continues. We have the Four of Air and the Six of Wands. So we know the Six of Wands is victory. And the Four of Air is the Four of Swords. So, Four of Swords. Such different images. Listen, if we look at it this way, it feels to me that this is a true card of your dreams becoming reality. Because I feel like that's what she's doing. She's dreaming. And I feel like this is your dreams, your affirmations, your what you think is fantasy turns out to be reality coming to you. For some of you, I feel like it's that energy of like, holy shit, I really manifested something. Like, I can really manifest. I feel like the Four of Air is just telling us, it may not happen right away. It may not happen in the next 2 weeks. But I do feel like it's happening very soon. Again, I feel, I know that you're going to feel this energy before this person arrives. And by the way, you may be the person arriving for the other person. So don't forget that. Because these are two people, two souls that have been seeking each other out. So don't always assume that they're going to come in and save your day. You may be going in to save their day. You just might not know it. You may be this person going to Starbucks instead of Dunkin' Donuts. And you look over and you lock eyes with someone and that's it. And you know. Well, look at that. So I was asking, what do you have victory over? Your heart. Past pain. Of course you do. How could you not? When you have someone like this coming in, I'm telling you, people of your past, you're going to be like, I don't even remember their names. What do you mean I was married for 10 years? What was his name? It won't even matter. It doesn't even matter anymore. So this is just victory over your heart. And by the way, this doesn't have to be just for those who have a twin coming in. Because these two cards started the reading. And this is the first clarifier on it. So, victory over your broken heart. Look at that. I kind of love this because what this is saying to me is not only victory over this broken heart, but complete and total transformation. Complete and total transformation. You are no longer this person, or you won't be. You are no longer this person. For many of you, you will soon be this person, sitting within that Ten of Cups. I mean, I love this. It's victory over your thoughts and your past loves and the past pains. Victory over it, which puts a complete end to it. It's over. You don't have to think about it anymore. Those days are done. They're done. They're done. Okay, last but not least, I am okay. I can only clarify one more. So I'm like, which one do I want to clarify? I think I'm going to clarify this. I'm going to put it right in the middle. So, the card worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life right now, Pisces. Right now. I often feel my beautiful sister in that card. The sun. Beautiful. She's like, thank you. I'm going to give you the sun. So some of you may be waiting for Leo. This is positive energy. Positive energy. So if you're waiting for a Leo who has, you know, who is terrible for you, this is not him or her. Whoa. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, I have people all over the place. So this is going to be a quick clarifier because I feel like this is more about the people that some have been waiting for. So I have the King of Swords. Okay, first we have the Sun. Remember, we're on the most beautiful energy there is. This is us trusting in the divine. So we have the Sun, possible Leo. We have the Devil, possible Capricorn. I have the King of Swords, so possible air sign. King of Cups, possible water sign. And let me see if I need to tie this in or if this is just talking about the people. You know, it's funny. I almost feel like this is also talking about much more control over temptation for you. So those things that tempt you that you know are no good for you. Anything like junk food or what have you. I'm noticing that she's naked. And it just looks like she's very proud of her body. So maybe for some of you, she's eating an apple. I mean, I know that it's, you know, Eve probably, but she's eating an apple. So for some of you, I feel like this is victory over, I hate to use the word diet because, you know, I worked in the fitness field and nutrition for many, many, many years. And I always stay away from the word diet. But I feel like this is, you know, this is the strength to put you on the right path to a healthier lifestyle. I feel like the Knight of Cups down here with his cup of love, again, is the love that's coming in, and I feel like these are the people. I'm just going to do one on top. The Emperor. Well, that's just what I needed. One more person, right? But Listen, there's a lot of you. So, and the divine is the one who is orchestrating this love life. So I'm kind of happy to see that it looks like a lot of you are coming together with those that you love. Or if you haven't met someone, because I still have this offer. So for many of you, this offer hasn't even begun yet. But I have Aries now, Leo, Capricorn, and then the King of Swords and the King of Cups. So fire, Aries, which we have here, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. It's funny, we got both of them. The only one we're missing is Sagittarius. Then I have that King of Cups. So Scorpio, you, another Pisces, or Cancer. For some of you, these people coming in are of your age or close to your age. The Emperor. So for those maybe involved with an Aries, this person may be a little older than you. And then I have a Knight down here. So we have someone who may be a little younger. It just feels like you're all covered here. Like you're all covered. You're all covered in love. And this is that energy of understanding when this type of love comes in because it's being divinely guided. You'll understand why the wait was so worth it. I feel like for many of you Pisces, there is romance and marriage and babies and just so much creative solution through your reading. This doesn't have to only be about love. I mean, it's about your love life. But this can be creative solutions to problems. It just feels like divine is taking care of Pisces this month. Period. Like, you know what? It's Pisces' turn. And even if the sun is not a person, well, that means it's an element. And what a beautiful element to have. That's illumination on the best parts of our life. This shows us everything we have to be grateful for. And I guess I could look at the devil as, you know, just be careful with your choices. Not even careful, but no, I'm not even going to read that because I don't feel that. I don't feel like there's someone coming in with offering temptation that's going to hurt you. That's not what I'm feeling. Because this is undivine. So this is probably a Capricorn. Well, guys, I think I'm going to leave it there. I have no clue how long this video's been running. To me, it doesn't feel long. But I thought that with Aquarius, and I looked and it was 2 hours. I was like, what? Are you kidding me? I almost didn't put theirs out because I thought, oh my God, that's too long. But that wouldn't be fair. Who am I to shut down your messages? So, I love you guys. There's a creative solution to your problems. Remember that, okay? Please remember that. I love you guys. Enjoy this month. Enjoy this love coming in. Not just new love, but partnerships becoming so much closer if we allow them to. Twin flame for someone or a few of you. I don't feel like that would be a large amount of people because, face it, twin flames do not come in very often. It's like it is perfect energy. But by all means, if that's you, claim it. Claim it. Okay, guys, thank you so much. I got to cut my ending short because I do have to get ready to go to fireworks. So, adding a little fun in. You know, I've been working all day, so now I'm just going to have a little fun. All right, guys, I love you. Bye-bye.